Hey everybody, what's going on? I'm Frozen and thank you so much for joining me. So obviously if you found this video, you're interested in the updates and improvements that LiteAF made on their Curve line of packs for 2023. Or you're perhaps a little curious about what LiteAF has to offer you. So let me give you a brief rundown before we get into the updates. I've been using LiteAF packs since 2018. I completed a through hike with one in 2019. No real issues, and I continue to use those packs because mainly the shoulder straps are probably the most comfortable shoulder straps I've ever used and probably the best on the market. To be completely honest, LiteAF does send me these packs for free, and what I do for him is I kind of test it out. Like for this one, he just wants me to beat this up this year and just let me know what I think of the new features. So that's what I intend to do. This pack is pretty much fully loaded. The price on this specific one that we're gonna take a look at is $318, give or take. The base price on one of these stripped down is $265, which is on par and competitive from all the other packs that I've seen out there, especially using this Ultra 200 fabric. Now, Ultra 200 fabric is pretty much the standard these days. Like every time I look around, another vendor has switched to this fabric. It's roughly the same weight as Dyneema composite fabric. However, it's supposed to be a lot more durable. Now, I can't comment on the durability as I just haven't used a pack long enough. And really, you gotta use one on a through hike to determine, or over several years, obviously, to get the amount of miles you need to beat one of these up. So really, this time around, I'm just testing the specific features and the improvements they made for 2023. In fact, let's just dive right into it, shall we? All right, so the past couple packs, my really only issues was kind of the water bottles. Kind of used to flop around whenever I'm moving pretty fast down the trail. And you can kind of see it in the shot that I took in, I believe this is Shawnee State Forest. You kind of see how it's kind of flopping back and forth. Well, I believe that LiteAF fixed that this year. The water bottle pockets are now 1.5 inches taller on the back only. The user side over here still stays the same. So you can reach back, grab your water bottle, take a drink, and then reach back and put it back in. Now, I have a really good muscle memory for these packs, and I just think this is a really good addition to an already great system. This is just low enough back here, and I think just the added extra height that they put on the back really going to cause the water bottles to stay put. Now, while we're talking about it, just a little off topic, you can fit 2 1-liter smart water bottles in these, no problems. Or if you want to put maybe 1 or 2 fuel canisters, the small fuel canisters, and a water bottle in here, that also works very, very well. On top of that, the side pockets have been updated this year with a different fabric. Last year they were specifically using Ultra 200 fabric on here. I believe this, what's this called? I have my notes up here. This is called Ultra Grid side pockets is all they're calling it. And you can still cinch them down with the cord lock if you're only ever using 1 water bottle pocket. So you can kind of adjust this as you need. Like my last trip, I had to carry some extra water, so I definitely had, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4 water bottles in here for a capacity of 4 liters. And that worked out great, but most of the time I just rock 2 water bottles, 1 per side. Another great feature that I love about this pack already, and I think I'm going to use this a lot, is this pocket above the water bottle pockets called the upper side pocket. Now, LiteAF gives the example of maybe putting some snack bars, your first aid kit, tent stakes in there, and really, this is really great feature to this pack. And I only have this on one side. I don't think I'd use it on the other side, so just one side for now. So this is a set of 6 MSR groundhogs. I usually kind of just put it in there, and then I just, you know, shove my rain jacket, and I shove a whole bunch of stuff in there. We'll get into that in a second. But with this, you know, I can just slide it in here, and I can easily just grab it, you know, whenever I need it. Now, I put a lot of stuff in this pocket to the point that I look like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle out on trail. Like it just bulges out like crazy in the back. And you know, sometimes I just don't want to take everything out just to get my tent stakes. You know, it's raining, I need the tarp and the tent stakes first. They're right here now. They're easily gotten. I can just pull them out right there. Another thing is I usually keep my hygiene kits depending on how I feel that day or how much stuff I have. Like if I have my tent, I put it on the inside of my pack. If I have my hammock tarp, it usually goes you know, in this pocket right here. I can also fit my hygiene kit in this pocket as well, which has my bidet, my trowel, and you know, a couple wet wipes in case you know things get messy back there. You can also put toilet paper in here, just easy access, and everything's all right here for you. And I think that is just such a great feature to help stop fumbling around in this major pocket right here. All right, speaking of the back pocket, this is something that I don't really like, but we'll see if it grows on me. As I said, I look like a Ninja Turtle out there with a turtle shell because this just bulges out so much. Now, this is an updated fabric from last year. For those familiar, it's this, last year was this Lycra spandex, I think it is, that's on this bottom pocket. We'll get to the bottom pocket in just a second. They're using an UltraStretch mesh is what this is called, and it is not really ultra stretchy. So I don't know if it's going to get stretchier as time goes on as I keep using this, but you're definitely losing a couple of inches at least in this UltraStretch mesh compared to the spandex Lycra or whatever that material was. Personally, we'll see how this goes, but not a real good feature that I like. Now, the one thing I do like about this change here is that this is supposed to be a lot more durable than the spandex, the Lycra, whatever it is, material that was on the packs a few years ago. And I can vouch for that because I used to get holes in that. Pretty much all my packs have holes in it just from, you know, ducking under rocks or getting caught by a thorn, going in tight spaces, bushwhacking to the next trail, whatever I needed to do, and that sort of wears out. So if this is in fact more durable, and it definitely feels more durable, right? Like I'm ripping the crap out of this. I feel like if I did that on the Lycra, we'd have a hole in it by now. This is gonna be worth it because I'd rather have a pack that is a little less functional but more durable compared to something that's really stretchy and it's gonna have holes all through it. So UltraStretch mesh on the backs now. Let's talk about the side adjustments, the compression straps, if you will. So personally, on a 30-liter pack like this, I feel like compression straps really aren't necessary. You know, if I feel the need to use compression straps, I'd probably just grab my LiteAF multi-day pack, which is really good for like summer trips for me. I can do up to like 3 days in that with my tent and never really had any problems. But these are apparently more adjustable now. I can see a little bit of adjustment. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna leave them on, give them a try. Another thing, speaking of adjustable things, the shoulder strap pockets. I always get this because I love to store my phone or a map in here. But before, my phone used to like stick out like this. Now it actually gobbles up that whole phone and you can cinch it down. So whenever you lean over, nothing's gonna fall out of these pockets. So this could be a potential for, you know, obviously putting your phone in, but maybe some snacks, maybe some water bottles in here. If you can tighten it up a little bit more, that would be great. And it's, you know, it still has the reinforcement at the top. So I like that. We'll see how that goes. Might be another useless feature for me, but definitely important to some people. One more thing I want to talk about before closing this one out is the bottom pocket. Typically, I don't get bottom pockets on my packs. I think the first one I ever had, I had it on there. My thoughts on the bottom pockets is if you're putting food, which is what this is designed for, or maybe you're putting gloves or something in there, that's all I used it for. But if you're putting food in here or garbage throughout the day, you're having the residual scent, the residual smell of that food or wrapper on your pack. That's just gonna be a big attractant for mice, and they're just gonna chew through this Lycra mesh or spandex or whatever this is to get to your food. And I really worry about that. I definitely don't want them continuing to go through the material and then go to the bottom of the pack. So I just opt to have this just not on the pack. But like I said, this one's pretty much fully loaded. I plan to use all these features on the pack. All in all, I'm super excited to test this year. Plan on doing a lot of backpacking. If you've seen my channel update a week or two ago, you'll know how much backpacking I plan to do. And I also plan on bringing Ultra 200 LiteAF product out on the PCT through hike with me next year. So if you're not already subscribed, please click that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, or if you dislike this video, make sure you let me know about it by clicking the dislike button twice. That'll really get me all riled up. So if you have any questions about the pack, let me know down in the comments. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. You make this channel and my future hikes possible. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you on the trail.